Alright guys, checking in to talk to you guys about your final. They are slightly different in AA and BB, so stick with me. As you can see, this is your welcome dashboard when you show up to this class. We are in Unit 4, as you recall, so that's where I'll be talking from today. If you scroll down, the last thing you can see is this gray folder, which is your final. And so if you open that, or before you even open that, you guys can see the timeline. If you're AA students, you're done the 13th. That is your last day, which is a Tuesday. And that comes right after a few days off. So that's the reason why this is set up the way it is. On the other hand, if you are in the BB cohort, you have a few more days, so your final doesn't even start till the 13th. So just keep that in mind as I'm talking. The steps are the same. The days they're due are different depending on which days you come to class. So, AA cohort. Starting October 7th, which is this Wednesday, you're going to read the overview and instructions for the essay, then brainstorm. Then on Thursday the 8th, you'll write your plan and your rough draft. Your final draft then is due on Tuesday, October 13th. So the overview for this is that you're going to imitate the story A Very Old Man with Enormous Wings. So you're going to keep the general plot structure, but not necessarily tell the same story. So remember, some of the narrative techniques that he uses are down here below. You've got dialogue, strong verbs. He had some exceptional vocabulary, so think about what vocabulary you're using. And touch on topics like his did, like inhumane treatment of others, hypocritical actions, the sacred and the mundane. Like there's an angel that shows up and is stuck in the chicken pit coop. And faith, religion, and morality, and how those things tie together and sometimes don't tie together. It also uses magical realism, so that's very normal, common, everyday things that then suddenly are interrupted by the supernatural. So keep those in mind. The plot structure from Very Old Man with Enormous Wings starts out really calm and slow, and then remember, it's a common thing when you're talking about magical realism. It feels like a normal day. So your story should feel normal. There shouldn't be a ton of shocking, fantastical things happening. It's like a normal day, you go to school, but then an angel sits next to you. Or it's a normal day, you go to school, you come home, and there's some sort of magical being. And you're supposed to touch on the inhumane, these themes as well. So just like last time, your minimum is 300 words. This time your maximum is much more. You can go up to 500 words. And remember, it is a cuento, so you're teaching a lesson. So, in short, your final is copying A Very Old Man with Enormous Wings, in that you write like that story is written, but you write your own story that touches on the themes from which A Very Old Man with Enormous Wings was written. So, keep those things in mind. Here are some ideas. First, brainstorm. Here are the themes that you will write about. Here are some examples of those things that you may want to write about. For example, inhumane treatment. Lately, we've seen police brutality. In the 60s, there was segregation. We could talk about American slavery or current slavery, like sex trafficking is mentioned here. You might mention separation of children from families at the border. Injustices done to minorities throughout history, thinking about those to write a story if you're going to use this theme. If you're going to use hypocritical actions, you might think about authorities who say one thing and do another. So that could be religious leaders, like in Very Old Man with Enormous Wings. It could be presidents, parents, police, teachers, etc. Someone in authority asking everybody else to be moral, but then not really demonstrating those morals and kindnesses themselves. And then you have the sacred and mundane theme. So think about having an angel show up in a classroom, the devil working in a gas station, driving an accident caused by a giant lion crossing the road. But think like ghosts, magic, spirits, gods, demons in everyday situations. So this is not a supernatural story that goes up into a fantastical world. It's not fantasy, it's not sci-fi, it's normal, common situations where supernatural things occur. So keep that in mind. Faith, religion, morality. If you're using those themes, Remember and maybe write about a specific people group who live by specific faith-based rules. So for example, we've got the 10 Commandments, which is generally Christian. Catholic falls in the category of Christian too. I know some people separate those, but they're in the same category. You got the laws of the Torah from the Jewish people. They also go back to the 10 Commandments. The 5 pillars of Islam, that's Muslim, which also they go back to the 10 Commandments. And then lastly, think ethics, morals, spiritual guiding principles. So keep those in mind. And then list 5 topics you would write about. So this whole brainstorm is coming up with 5 things. Here are 5 examples that I came up with. You're welcome to think about those, but not use them. So one is a pastor refusing to be served by a black woman at a diner in the 60s. That's an example of this hypocritical actions, right? Authorities who say one thing and do another. My second example is a demon talking to an angel at the bus stop about Black Lives Matter. That was a pretty supernatural story, so maybe one of those shouldn't be supernatural. Maybe just a normal person talking to another person and then finding out that they were a demon or an angel at the end. But again, that's bringing up Black Lives Matter, which is talking about the inhumane treatment of others. 3, a conversation between a girl and what turns out to be an angel about segregation. So it could be a girl who's just learning about it in 2020 and she found out that segregation was jacked up in the 60s, or it could take place in the 60s and be a little girl who is, you could decide, is the little girl black? And she's trying to figure out why she's not allowed at the white schools, or it could be a little white girl trying to explain to somebody why segregation's okay, only to find out that the person she's talking to is actually an angel and that segregation's not okay. Options. 2 angels overhearing a discussion at the White House about building the wall and taking kids from families at the border. Man, wouldn't that be interesting what the angels would say to each other as they hear that conversation. And maybe those angels are actually, what is it called? Bodyguards. They're Trump's bodyguards, and you don't know until the end that they turn out to be supernatural beings. And then last one, Ghost of Martin Luther King Jr. going for a walk with Trump. And that could go so many directions, right? It could talk about inhumane treatment. It could talk about hypocritical actions. It could, the fact that a ghost shows up on maybe Trump's normal walk. I don't know. And you can even use the most recent information if you were going to write about our president. He currently has COVID, right? So there could be some angles you'd go there. So your job is to then come up with 5 topics and post them in the comments so other people can see them and get ideas from your ideas. Step 3 is plan. So that one, your directions are to go 1 through 6. Think about the setting. Think about the characters. What's the first event? Second event? What's the climax? How does it end? That's my alarm. And you can read through this example. I chose the Ghost of MLK. Martin Luther King Jr. talks to Trump and where that conversation could go. Once you've done your plan, you have a rough draft. BB students, you have more time, so you get 2 opportunities for rough draft and sharing your Google Doc with me so I can give you feedback. After the rough draft, you have a final draft. So those of you who have AA, you're working this Wednesday and Thursday and turning in your final on Tuesday. Those of you with BB schedule, you guys have just a smidge more time, and so you are going to do your brainstorm October 13th, your plan October 13th, your rough draft on the 15th, and your final draft on the 16th. I misspoke, sorry, I was thinking about another class. So each of you guys have 3 days. So with an extra day in between for planning, and if you want to share yours with me, I'll give you feedback on your Google Doc. That's it for the essay. So if you have any questions on that final, feel free to shoot me an email and keep your eyes on the directions. The directions are super clear and helpful, and I may be adding things as each class gives me feedback, maybe on something that was confusing or something they'd like an example for, that kind of thing. So read through those directions carefully and good luck.